So WWE Games have finally done it. They have removed one of the best content creators for community creations. What's the status? You probably know them. They have some of the greatest stuff that you can go download on community creations. But today they have actually said they've got an online ban for this. And the online ban reads as such. This is a permanent online ban. We were recently alerted that this account has been associated with inappropriate content. This is a violation of our end user license agreement, or the EULA, which every player accepts prior to accessing WWE 2K24 online features. Accordingly, this account has now been permanently banned from the WWE2K24 online platform. This means you won't be able to access any online content or features with this account. This ruling is final, and ban appeals will not be accepted. Wow. That is huge. A ban, a permanent ban for What's the Status, meaning they can't play online. They can't do anything online. They are not even able to just play a match online. They can't do anything at all, which is kind of crazy. You think maybe they could just be banned from community creations, but that is not the case. They got a permanent ban online. Before they got the permanent ban, all of their content from community creations had actually been deleted, and they said that they were not sure what happened. According to support, they weren't really sure what happened. They said they removed my uploads, not me. No idea what I do next, as this is overall tedious and boring at this point. Appreciate the support regardless of what happens next. Wow, that's huge. Permanent ban, everything wiped clean off of community creations. If you're not familiar with What's the Status creations, I know that you know that they have some cool stuff, but they're actually, what they've been doing is they've been putting in hidden stuff that's locked or just not in the game, but it's in the game, if you know what I'm saying. So it's actually in the files, and they're somehow getting that into the game, and then you can actually download it from community creations, and you can play as that in the game, which I think is very, very cool. One thing that they had, which I thought was very sweet, was they had the Adam Cole Bebe taunt.
Stop gloating and put your attention back to the match. He's taking a moment to feel the crowd, but he better focus on the opposition.
Which was in the game before, but they hit it, and now it's in the game, and you could play as it, which I thought was very, very cool that they got that in the game. There's also multiple versions of Superstars that they have. Stuff from the My Faction stuff that you shouldn't be able to get, they put in community creation somehow. You could download them. All that stuff was awesome. There's tattoos, there's logos, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that they've been doing. And there's a lot of all of that that got them in trouble, which the community is kind of a little bit split. I wouldn't say they're split, but I want to talk about what some people are actually saying about the inappropriate content. And I'll give my thoughts and tell you exactly what I would go with here, if this was good, bad, or ugly. But let's dive into this. So this is a pretty good comment from Bar. They said, I wish they would stop worrying about you and the mods you put out and start going after people that abuse the hashtag system to put out BS that clogs community creations and makes it harder to search. I appreciate all the work you did, especially on all the faces of Kane. So what they're saying is that they don't care about the mods. Yeah, they think the mods are cool, but they should think that they should go after other people who are tag spamming their creations, which I know has been a huge problem for the WWE creations, but I don't know how they moderate that, because you could just tag anything, whatever you want. Let's say I tag The Rock on everything I create. When people search The Rock, my creations would come up. Yes, you want people to download your creations, but also at the other side, flip of the coin, you're clogging up the system, and that really sucks for that. THPS Goat says inappropriate content could be the fact that you're uploading hidden assets to the public, which could be conflicting with 2K's established marketing and DLC roadmap for the title. Been there, dealt with that. It's WWE and 2K's property. At the end of the day, you won't win. I actually have to agree with THPS and say, Yeah, that is pretty true. By you uploading this hidden content, it affects the game and then all the marketing that they have behind it. If they're trying to make money on DLC and it's get uploaded to community creations, or if they're trying to make money on my faction and then it gets ported out in community creations, that ruins the plan that they have to make their money on this game. Do I think that it's right that they're charging for some of the content? I don't know. I don't think so. But on the other end, can you take that content that's hidden and put it out there? Is that legally right for you to do that? That's where the gray line is. That's where the fine line comes here when it goes to modding and it goes to this game. Because like they said, WWE is a huge company and 2K, you have to look at both of those properties. It's not just 2K, it's not just WWE, it's both of them. And they have to decide, okay, is this going to hurt the long-term plan we have for making money in this game? And if they're not making money in this game, then the game is not going to do as well. And then they're just going to have to figure out what they're going to do in the future. And maybe the game's not going to be as good. I'm not defending them saying that's true. I'm saying from a global landscape of what they're looking at, this is why he got banned, is because this hidden content that is going out is getting pushed to the public and it's becoming popular. And then they say, we don't like that because that's taking away from our marketing plan. They do have the Adam Cole sound. Maybe that could get him in trouble with AEW. Don't think it would, but I'm just saying, okay, so they have certain things in the game. I don't know what the copyright lies there. And if he's not employed in the company and they're putting out the content and then people are downloading it, but it is community creations where there's all kinds of crazy creations out there that aren't actually in the company, or maybe it's a Marvel, whatever. It's just fan-made content that, you know, there's that loophole in there in there that puts it out there. But honestly, I don't think it was the Adam Cole thing. I think it was more of the hidden content that, you know, was in the files and then it got released out and then whatever, you know, maybe they were going to put some of that stuff out or maybe they weren't and then they just didn't know what to do. But honestly, for them banning somebody as prestigious as WhatsTheStatus, I will say they are very prestigious because they are one of the top people on the game. Honestly, I go back all the time just to check out the creations and go into community creations and say, okay, what's new from them? And I check them out and go, wow, this is awesome. And that gets me to play the game more. At the end of the day, yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay, some of the My Faction stuff or whatever it may be that you wanted to release for pay later. Maybe it's My Faction, maybe it's DLC stuff that's getting leaked. I don't know how that all works, but let's say that there's some content that you don't want out there. Just bite the bullet on it, man. Just take the goodwill with the community. Say, yeah, we understand. We get it. We know what's going on. Let's just do that. I think just let the mods lie. Let the hidden content go. You're not pushing it out to the public. It's community creations that lies there. WhatsTheStatus is very talented. They have so much amazing stuff going on there. Just hire them. Just hire WhatsTheStatus to come work for your company now then, right? Maybe they don't want to. You get banned. You get whatever. Maybe they don't want to. I don't know. I don't talk to them. But I do think it's very interesting that they decided to not only delete everything they had, but permanently ban them from online play at all when they were one of the huge supporters of this game. And they spent probably the most time in the game than anybody ever was just creating stuff and modding the game and finding the hidden stuff and putting that out there and making it happen. You know what? At the end of the day, what they're probably going to do is say, hey, can we hire you and you could figure out, show us what you're doing and then we could block all that? Because that's honestly what they're probably going to do. They're probably going to go, hey, come work for us and then we'll block everything that you're doing and we'll block it from anybody from doing it because we don't want that stuff out there. And that's probably what they're going to do. That's what I would do, right? You instead of like, keep your enemies close. That's what they say. Keep your enemies closer. That's what they're going to do. Say, we understand what you're doing. Just come on out. Come work for us. We'll pay you a bunch of money and you can find out how this stuff works and we can block it all. And then we can do My Faction and we can make all of our money back. And we love this. Yes, Scrooge McDuck, we're going to dive in a pile of coins and we'll all be happy and we'll have a lot of money. I don't know. Honestly, it's very interesting. There's two sides of a coin here. You know, the hidden content that isn't supposed to be in the game is getting out there, which I completely understand. They have the right to ban people for that. But do I like it? I do not. So anyway, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below because I haven't done a video like this in a minute and I felt like it was time to talk about it because this is a huge subject. So let me know. We'll see you in another video.